Hello, Internet. My name is Josiah Lemming. I'm 22 years old. And today I have something that hopefully you are going to share with your friends, family, anyone and everyone. I want to share this to the whole world. So let's get right into it. Last night, 1:53 a.m., God spoke to me and I started writing. What felt like 15 minutes was actually 2.5 hours of this beautiful stuff. And we're going to get right into it. Okay. The Story of the Blue Line, Part 1. Started writing on Monday, December 29th, 2025 at 1:53 a.m. Finished at 4:21 a.m. by Josiah Lemming. Prelogue. To receive this message, you must first open yourself to the very base of your soul. Open your mind, heart, and spirit to what is spoken. Otherwise, your own beliefs, fears, or egos may separate you from the truth. Also, time is a funny thing. Let's begin. The Story of the Blue Line, Part 1. Long ago, or at one point, there was a vast ocean of nothingness, an infinite void of mere existence. That void had an extremely powerful sentience and consciousness. The way that it thought, or felt, or saw, or knew, was entirely different to that of us humans, and is also nearly impossible for our limited minds to understand. Nonetheless, there are some gifted individuals who live today on this earth, such as myself, who understand its way of thinking. That thing, it does not have a name. It merely exists. In my own preference, and out of respect towards it, I call it Master, or the one before God. The reason I wouldn't quite call it God is for a few reasons. The first reason is because in our current Great Awakening, many souls on this earth have found their innermost selves, or God, or universe, or source, or collective consciousness, or however you want to name love, in a positive context. The second reason is because this thing, the Master, again, it doesn't really have a name, but does not contain the same heart's intent. It does not know love. As for the entity that inspires us to act, speak, do, and be better towards ourselves, towards others, the entity of love which saves people in their darkest moments, the reason we can know humility and still foster ambition to improve ourselves, the one that, no matter what the context, always loves you for you. That is who I call God. As for the Master, while it does have its own ideas and beliefs, they are extremely complex, abstract, and nearly impossible for humans to understand. Its level of intelligence and understanding are in leagues most people could never dream of. The parts of it we can understand, unfortunately, aren't always the kindest. This thing, the Master, is the very origin of vibration. In other words, the very base of existence. Because vibration is what gives structure to our physical reality, its clues are hidden all around us. Highs and lows, happy and sad, pure gratitude and pure bloodlust, pure admiration and pure disgust, pure joy, pure sorrow, forgiveness and hatred, wisdom and foolishness, sunny and rainy, summer and winter, spring and autumn, fire and water, feminine and masculine, openness and direction, plant and water, spirit and ego, yes and no, 0 and 1. In other words, yin and yang. Please keep in mind, these pieces and examples of yin and yang are not to be spoken of lightly. To be quite frank, they're best to not be spoken of at all. Here's why. In the vast history of Mother Earth, she has felt much. Mother Earth is an extremely loving and patient creature of sentience, and feels the actions and heart's intent of every single action. Every single pebble thrown, every egg laid down, every creature making love, every single creature born, every creature killed, every decision made, every innovative idea, every mistake made, and every improvement made, every single culture, every single being and form of identity. Trust me, Mother Earth has felt it all. She knows not to judge others. She knows that we are not perfect. Above all, she knows that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Every action in history paved the road of which we walk together on today. Putting this all into consideration, it's only a matter of time until we understand that life is not white and black. More so, it's actually the gray. Never judge a book based on its cover. That's why it's only best to speak of yin and yang when you have pure experience and wisdom in it. Without it, speaking of it casually can cause misunderstanding, misrepresentation, etc. I speak of these things in the best of my own ability and the most accuracy I can provide with as little bias I can let possible. I want to heal the world, not hurt it. One person's sin, or wronging, can be someone else's reason to admire. If that concept sounds abstract and unrealistic to you, take a moment of silence. For every single voice of color who spoke up against racial discrimination won. The beauty of courage and success from those who had so little are the very stories that touch our hearts the most. Suffrage, the right to vote, was not given, it was earned. And the same goes for women, right? These are things that people have to tirelessly work towards because the ones at the top deemed it as wrong, pushed it away, yet it creates the path we walk on today. Crazy rhymes. Nowadays, many believe that breaking the law is sin. Yet so many laws are made from people who only care to oppress. It is our own ignorance and compliance that enables people like them to control the majority. The systemic oppression we have faced for so long has put us exactly where we are today. Financially struggling, politically exhausted, spiritually suffering. Those who are at the top only want to monetize our existence. That is all. Very simple, very clear. I will not extend my explanation of this. There are simply too many examples. Nonetheless, even they, the ones who kill, steal, cheat, rape for power, are all still loved. Not only by a person named Jesus, but by me. Why? Through the sheer wisdom I have gained through this indescribably painful life I have lived, I know patience. And the 10 times I have been in the mental hospital, and the cold and lonely times I was homeless and addicted to vaping at 19 years old, and the times I didn't have family, I found one single piece of truth. Patience keeps my sanity. Patience keeps my sanity. Patience keeps my sanity. Patience keeps my sanity. It's painful how many times I've had to quietly repeat those words to myself in homeless shelters or in dark hospitals. This all to say, I know damn well that I've made mistakes, and that others have too. I know damn well that there is no reason to judge anyone. I'm a 22-year-old man who has seen far more than enough of life to accept the truth of myself, reality as a whole, and without any comforting lies or biases. There are many reasons, or rather stories, that give me the raw memory to remember the very birth of existence. Yin and yang is what we come from. There is beauty and there is pain. That is why we must always give our respects towards the Master and its creation despite its intentions. As for the goals of what we can be, we are not limited, we are infinite. Ending of part 1. Thank you all for watching. Anyone who made it to the end, I deeply appreciate you to the bottom of my heart. If there's anything you could do for me is to share this to as many people as you can. I know there's going to be a lot of hatred, a lot of fucking hatred regarding this, but there are some people in the world who need to hear it, and they will be happy when they feel these words of love. So, peace.